So I get a lot of these messages now, and honestly, it's gonna get to the point where I can't meet up with every single person, but hopefully these videos that I make are able to answer some of these questions for a lot of people. Now, shout out to this guy because he did the thing that a lot of people won't do and actually took the jump and started applying. As for your first day, something that I really do not like when people come in is they try and change everything right from the word go. This is where the saying, do not rearrange the garden when you don't even know what grows, comes in. If you're just starting in a role and people have been working at the startup for a year and a half, 2 years, when you come in, everything is going to seem really inefficient most likely. But there is a reason that these things are done this way. And on your first day, your first week, your first month, your job is to really absorb and learn what is in that garden, what is actually growing. And it's also important to learn why and how those things came into place. Now, a good way to ask these questions to people is not with why, because why kind of feels personal. If you say, why is it done like this? It can lead to some damaged egos, people who feel like they need to defend their idea. But if you lead with questions like, how did we get to this point? That is a much safer question because it is suddenly about the process, not about the why, that person's why. The other piece of advice that I'd give is make sure that you are working on yourself harder than you are working at your job. But what I mean by this is you need to start setting up systems that are going to put you in a place to win. And man, it doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to have 20-step routine, but it's really the basics like sleep, exercise, diet, your relationship with God. All of these things are incredibly important. And what you'll find, especially if you're working long hours, is things start to slip. And that is natural, but you want to try and set these things up as early as possible. I'm telling you that you will become much more efficient, much more productive if you can actually go ahead and set yourself up to win. But shout out to you, my guy. I hope you have an amazing first day, an amazing first week, and I'm very proud of you.